The time has finally come. The big mouth mercenary is going on a new mission and finding his way back into theaters. After several delays and production breaks, Part 3 of the Deadpool franchise is now closer than ever. That's reason enough to take a more in-depth look at the current progress of the sequel. Enjoy our new update. The exact plot of Deadpool 3 remains a well-kept secret. However, previous indications point to a fun plot. For the first time, the movie is part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This suggests that the multiverse could play a significant role and, in particular, provide an explanation for the appearance of Wolverine. Hugh Jackman has already confirmed that Deadpool and Wolverine will have a huge battle at the start of the film, with plenty of destruction. A logical next step would be for the two to involuntarily team up to take on the villain, whoever that ends up being. It is currently safe to assume that there will be all kinds of characters in Deadpool 3. Some of them have already been confirmed, while others are still the subject of much speculation. Let's start with the two leading roles first. It is beyond doubt that Ryan Reynolds will return in the role of Wade Wilson, aka Deadpool. The actor was largely responsible for the comic book character ever being brought to the big screen in the first place, and his humor has had a crucial impact on the character. The big hype surrounding Deadpool 3 began with the announcement that Hugh Jackman's Wolverine would be making an unexpected comeback to the big screen. The Australian is now taking on the role of the iconic mutant for the 10th time. Although his story was actually concluded with the 2017 film Logan, he is making a return thanks to Reynolds. In the past, he had insisted that he wanted to make a film together with Jackman. In an interview, Reynolds revealed that he wanted to revive Wolverine after his death in Logan. In addition, we are to be introduced to a completely new Wolverine. The classic comic book look of the mutant in his yellow suit has already left fans excited. Thanks to the multiverse, this change is not going to be an issue at all, and the stories of the previous Wolverine movies, and Logan in particular, will not be ruined, which was very important to Jackman. However, it is quite possible that Deadpool 3 really will be Hugh Jackman's last appearance as Wolverine. The mutant will, of course, continue to play an integral role in the upcoming phases of the MCU, but it is likely to be played by a different, presumably younger actor. According to rumors, Kingsman actor Taron Egerton is considered a hot candidate. As in the comic book, the two are likely to be very reluctant to team up. Wolverine in particular can't really stand Deadpool. The two rivals first clashed in the 2009 film X-Men Origins Wolverine. However, this did not go down well with the fans. It was criticized that the then Wade Wilson had nothing in common with the comic character. Ryan Reynolds, who already played the character there, was also not satisfied with the performance. In 2018, he then addressed the issue in his very own way in Deadpool 2, namely by making short work of Deadpool and shooting his old version. At Deadpool's side will once again be his beloved Vanessa, of course, played by Morena Baccarin. Also a key ally of his is cab driver Dopinder, played by Karen Sony, another fan favorite who should also make us laugh out loud in Deadpool 3. We can also look forward to further verbal duels between Deadpool and Blind Al, as Leslie Uggams has likewise signed up for the new film. TJ Miller, however, will not be returning. According to his own statement, a dispute with Ryan Reynolds was the reason for his departure from the franchise. Back in November 2022, the first indications on Platform X suggested that Part 3 could have a connection to the Disney series Loki. At the time, the charming character Miss Minutes from Loki sent a greeting to Deadpool, to which Ryan Reynolds promptly responded. After this exchange, things remained quiet around the rumor until March 2023, when it was confirmed that Owen Wilson would be part of the cast. Wilson previously played the role of Agent Mobius in the Loki series. While it is not completely clear whether Wilson will also portray this character in Deadpool 3, the information comes from insider source Jeff Snyder, who has proven to be extremely reliable in the past. In Deadpool 3, another character is making a surprising return that no one would have expected. Jennifer Garner will be appearing as Elektra. She first played the assassin in the 2003 Daredevil film, in which Ben Affleck played the leading role. Despite the fact that the comic adaptation was not particularly convincing at the time, her solo spin-off Elektra followed 2 years later, which also flopped. Her unexpected return to the role after 19 years speaks both for the typical humor of the Deadpool series and for a story revolving around the multiverse. Further rumors revolve around a return of Ben Affleck as Daredevil, Channing Tatum as Gambit, and even an appearance by superstar Taylor Swift. According to some fans, Swift could take on the role of Dazzler, a mutant who already played a small part in Simon Kinberg's Dark Phoenix, where she was played by Halston Sage. Dazzler is one of Marvel's most powerful superheroines and has the ability to convert any kind of sound into beams of light. She is also an extremely talented singer and very skilled in hand-to-hand combat. A leaked set photo reveals that Sabretooth will also make an appearance. The animal mutant and enemy of Wolverine has previously been played by Liev Schreiber and Tyler Mane. Daphne Keene is likewise rumored to appear as an adult version of her character Laura Kinney, aka X-23. Whether these characters will actually make an appearance remains to be seen. However, a proper cameo party would certainly fit in with the movie series. The X-Force is also featured in Deadpool 3 once again. The members of the X-Men spin-off group were introduced in the second part and brutally decimated again. Naturally, Colossus is also back. The man made of steel has already broken a few of Deadpool's bones and is a fan favorite. Brianna Hildebrand and Shioli Kutsuna return as Negasonic Teenage Warhead and her girlfriend Yukio. The contrasting pair, consisting of a badass fighter with nuclear powers and a rather sweet ninja companion, already made for some laughs in the previous film. The most important member of the X-Force, and we can certainly all agree on this, is Peter, played by Rob Delaney. He is characterized by a total absence of any superpowers or special abilities. Actor Rob Delaney has already signed his contract for the third part, so nothing stands in the way of a comeback. A very special new addition awaits us with Dogpool. The perhaps ugliest, but also cutest dog ever has already been properly teased on social media and should be a fun new member of Wade's team. However, there will also be an absence from the cast of Deadpool 3. Zazie Bates revealed in an interview that she will not be returning to the role of Domino. Still, she shares the fans' excitement for the new movie. In February 2023, Deadline announced the signing of Emma Corrin for the role of the antagonist in Deadpool 3. Corrin has already won over audiences as Lady Di in Netflix's The Crown. Sadly, it is not yet known exactly what role Corrin will be playing. According to rumors, the star could take on the role of Lady Death. Well, Lady Death personifies death and has the ability to manipulate time and reality. In the comics, she also has a special relationship with Deadpool and Thanos. The latter, in particular, is hopelessly in love with her. However, she finds Deadpool much more attractive, as he is immortal and Lady Death therefore has no chance of acquiring his soul. Her affection for Deadpool could make for some laughs in the movie as well. However, some insiders claim that Corrin will take on a very different role, namely that of Cassandra Nova, Professor X's near-twin sister. Nova is a Mamudrai, a parasitic life form born on the astral plane. She possesses similar telepathic powers to Charles, but differs from her brother in her particularly strong malevolence. The R rating is just as essential for a Deadpool film as a crazy plot. The previous movies in the comic series from 20th Century Fox were characterized by hard-hitting action and crude humor. In the United States, the previous parts were therefore all given an R rating. After the takeover of Fox by Disney, many fans were worried that Part 3 would be made at a lower rating. After all, Disney is known for wanting to appeal to as wide an audience as possible. Fans were greatly relieved, however, when Disney boss Bob Iger and Marvel boss Kevin Feige released a statement. Both confirmed that the third installment would not deviate from the violence and humor of its predecessors. In concrete terms, this even means that Deadpool 3 is the first MCU film that will not be PG-rated. Finally, let's take a brief look behind the scenes of the blockbuster. For a long time, it was uncertain whether there would even be another sequel under Disney and whether it would take place in the MCU. In December 2019, Ryan Reynolds personally announced that a third Deadpool movie was in the works with the entire team at Marvel Studios. In October 2020, the active search for additional screenwriters began, which was concluded with the signing of Wendy Molyneux and Lizzie Molyneux-Logelin. They were later replaced by Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick, who are responsible for the current version of the script with the ongoing involvement of Ryan Reynolds. Deadpool 3 is directed by Sean Levy, who has already directed movies such as Free Guy, The Atom Project, and Night at the Museum, and was also involved in the Netflix series Stranger Things. Alongside Kevin Feige, Ryan Reynolds acts as a producer and is involved in many processes behind the scenes. Filming began on May 22, 2023, in London and Pinewood Studios in Buckinghamshire, under the working title Tidal Wave. Another filming location was Vancouver in Canada. However, the production of Deadpool 3 really hasn't had it easy in recent months. The writers and actors strike in Hollywood even led to the MCU sequel temporarily being dropped completely from the 2024 release calendar. Fortunately, the unions were eventually able to reach an agreement with the studios. Filming has resumed, and a new release date has been set. Deadpool 3 will finally be released on July 26, 2024. The first teaser trailer will most likely be released at the Super Bowl on February 11th. Deadpool 3 may be one of the few promising movies left in the MCU. Do you think that the big-mouthed anti-hero will be able to impress once again? And was Wolverine's return the right decision? Let us know in the comments, and feel free to like this video if you enjoyed this short overview.